So today we are going to do a craft together because I know everyone's a little bit bored of being inside, so I thought this would be a really fun thing to do. So we are going to make a lantern just like this one. See how pretty it is? So now to make our lantern, we need a pop can or any type of can you have. We need some paint, we need something to put our paint on, we need a cup of water, and we need to make sure that we cover our table with newspaper so we don't get everything all messy. So to start, I'm going to take my can and I'm going to take the little tab off the top because that'll just get in the way. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this. So I'm going to paint it purple, but you can do it whatever color you want. But I love purple, so that's why I picked that color. So we're just going to paint the entire thing. And we might need to do a couple coats just to make sure. And if you need to roll your sleeves up for this part, or wear an apron and make sure that you don't get all messy, that would be a great idea, and I'm sure that your parents would really appreciate it. And now, when you get a lot of paint on it, if you want to put it down on your newspaper or your paper plate or whatever you have to help you out so your hands don't get all messy like mine are, then that would be a really good idea. All right, so while we wait for that to dry, you can wipe your hands off if they got a little messy, and then we're gonna have to do a second coat so it's nice and beautiful and purple. So some really fun things to do while you're sitting inside are painting your nails. I love to paint my nails. See, they're red right now, but yesterday they were purple, and the day before that they were orange. You can read some books. You could do some yoga. You could pet your doggy or your kitty and tell them that you love them. You can play hide and seek with your brothers and your sisters. There's so many fun things to do inside. Okay, so now it's dry enough to start our next coat. So I'm just gonna squeeze out a little bit more of this purple paint, but it looks like I'm almost out. Oh no! All right, so we're gonna pick this up again, and if it's a little messy, you can just leave it right there, which I'm actually gonna do because I don't wanna ruin it. So we're just gonna keep painting. Ooh, it's looking so good. This looks just like the lanterns that I used to look out of my window at when I couldn't go anywhere either. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to dip our paintbrush in this cup of water that we have. Because if you let the paint dry, then the paintbrush will be ruined and you won't be able to make another lantern or another picture that you wanted to paint. So we got to make sure that the water gets all the color in it. And then we can dry it off with our paper towel and let it sit. That way it doesn't get all ruined and painty. So now I'm gonna take my next paintbrush and I'm gonna pick a side of our lovely little lantern here, and I'm gonna paint a star, or you could really paint whatever you wanted on it. So maybe you wanna paint a heart, maybe you want to paint a smiley face to remind you how happy you are. But I'm going to do a star because I really like putting stars on my lanterns. So I'm going to hold on to it. And I'm going to use this gold paint. And I'm going to draw a little circle right in the middle. All right, does everyone see the circle? And then we're gonna draw the little squiggles out of the side to make it look like the suns. And I wasn't patient enough and I didn't let my paint dry enough, so you can see the green a little bit underneath, but I actually kind of like it, so that's okay. And I can always go over it later if I want to. But you guys see that? See how pretty it is? And like I said, you can do anything you want with it. You could do a heart, or if you really like kitty cats, you could make a kitty. You could make a beautiful rainbow. You can really do anything you want. So I'm gonna let that dry just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna do another coat so my sun looks really beautiful. All right, so now that this has had just a little bit of time to dry, I'm gonna put a little bit more of that gold paint on it, just so you can't see the purple underneath. And it is going to look so pretty. And you can make so many different kinds. And you could put it on your nightstand or in your window so everyone can look at it. And I actually think I'm gonna paint the top too. So the top is nice and golden pretty. Maybe put a little yellow in there. That looks lovely. You know, I cannot wait until later to show Flynn Rider this because he's gonna think it's so cool and he's probably gonna wanna make one too. And if you're having fun making this and want to spend more time with me or with any of the other princesses that have spent time with you, then you can comment on this video and let us know, and maybe we can set up a FaceTime call or something like that for like 20 minutes so that we can have even more fun. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna dip this paintbrush in the water again because we don't want it to dry, remember, because then we wouldn't be able to have more fun later. And we're gonna put it on our paper towel to make sure that it dries so nicely. And this is our finished project. We've got our little can that has now turned into a beautiful lantern. So thank you so much for doing this art project with me today, guys. And I had so much fun. I think that I might make some more of these once we turn off this video, so I can have like 6 of them because I think that would be really cool. So have a fun day, everyone. Bye.